Queen of the Coast, Episode 2. I was sorrowfully walking home on this night, when everywhere looks so quiet, and somehow strange. If my aunt was a good person, she was supposed to give me a lift at this night, instead of allowing me to walk alone in this cold night. But she didn't even give me a dime for the work I did for her, then how on earth will she do this one? I must surely overcome this, that's my faith. So many things going on in my mind as I was walking home. I was interrupted by a kind of sound in the nearby forest. I stared at it as I became scared. However, I keep moving on hurriedly. Zara, a voice called on my name from my back. Hearing that voice, I looked back immediately, as I was so frightened. But then just to see Tina, running forward with some package in her hand. I was even surprised, wondering what she was doing here. Though I know that she escaped, just to come and see me, because her mum would not allow her to come out alone at night, either for me or not. She cares much but just for her children alone. Hey, Tina, what the hell are you doing here? Are you aware that you are getting me in more trouble by coming out this night just to see me? I said to her immediately. She approached and she is already breathing heavily because she have ran through a long distance. Yeah, I know that I will get you into trouble and that is if I let my mum know, but what I can't do is watch you perish in hunger with your mum. Look, she said as she takes a deep breath. You see what happened today, that's exactly why I always tried to avoid you because I knew it would result in that, she said holding my hand. Now I understand, I replied with tears. It is okay. Crying will not solve anything, I think. I have something for you, she said and counts the money in her hand and gave it to me. Actually, that's all I can afford. Just use it to buy some drugs for your mum. And here is food, she said as she handed over the other package in her hand. Make sure you feed your mum very well, she said as I hugs her immediately with tears in my eyes. Thank you so much, Tina. You are just the only one who is here for me, thank you so much. I'm very grateful for this, I said with tears in my eyes. It is okay, Zara. My mum did this to you all because of me, so I have to. Like you said before, I don't care about you, she said as tears streamed down from her face and she wipes it off with her left hand. Please don't say that, don't mind my reaction back in the afternoon. You are the only one who cares about me, I said as I place my right hand on her cheeks. No, I didn't care for you because if I do I could have found a way to stop my mum from maltreating you, she said, tears rolling down her face. No, please just stop saying that. You really do care, you have done what you can to help, you cannot fight your mother, I said as I hugs her tightly once again. I promise you that I will never forget all the things you have done for me. Thank you, I said to her with a sluggish voice. It is nothing, just try and take care of yourself and your mother, Tina said as I nod. Thank you, Tina, I will even do more than you said. Thanks for all the care you have shown so far, but you need to start going now before your mum starts looking for you, I said to her and she nodded. Yeah, you are right. Goodbye, she said and began to run home. Looking at the money and the food she gave me, right now, I'm confused as I am being so much happy. So I simply throw away the thrash her mum gave to me, and began to admire hers. The food was packaged with a cooler, not too big but big. I can just say it's flexible and wouldn't be hard for me to take home. I should even know the type of food she brought for me though. So I gently opened the cooler. Wow. The aroma saints is just so nice, and it was filled with meat and chicken. I become confused. I don't know if I should go home and just have a nice meal with my mum, or I should just rush to a nearby pharmacy and buy her the drug and go home together with it. What am I even saying? Even though there is food, in fact, no matter how much more the food is, or how delicious the food is, that doesn't mean she doesn't need the drug, so I have to rush to a pharmacy to get her some drug. Thanks goodness, I said happily, as I was able to cite this particular pharmacy that is yet to close, as all the other pharmacies I have seen so far has shut down for the day already. Running to enter the pharmacy, I didn't even know that someone was stepping out and I ran into him. Gosh! Just as I hit him, I saw my cooler of rice rotating in the air. I reacted immediately. I made very sure that I saved it with all that I got. I got the cooler but I fell down. Hey, I'm very sorry. The young man who I ran into started apologizing. Never mind, I'm okay. I was wrong actually, I said, as I flapped my shoulder. Sorry, I added to him before I turned and ran into the pharmacy. I got the drugs I came for and was hurriedly running home, but just as I was running out of the pharmacy the same guy stopped me. Hey, where are you going? I could give you a lift, he said as I stopped and stares at him. Looking at him, he looks so rich. That car he is standing beside as his own, is very cost. I must say it all shows in its appearance. But I don't trust this guy. I don't really want a story that will affect this precious meal I'm carrying, as it is my last hope for the day. Don't worry, I'm heading to somewhere just too close to apply for a lift, I said to him, as I continue running home. Hey wait, come on wait, he keeps shouting after me, but I didn't mind him, I kept on heading home straight forward. So getting home, when I stepped into the house I didn't see my mum. I'm very sure that she's lying down inside her room. Gosh. I just hope the situation is not getting worse, so I gently dropped the cooler of food on top of the table and entered her room and found her lying on the bed. Mum, I'm back, come on get up, I brought a nice food home for us to eat, I said happily, expecting my mum to respond funny like she usually does, but she didn't even give a reply at all. I became scared as I reached out to her. Just touching her, her body is so damn hot. This issue has immigrated. I wish I could just steal money, or some money could just fall from heaven so I will take her to the hospital, and cure her once and for all. Mum, are you okay? I asked her, as I tapped her body, and then she woke up struggling to sit up and I assisted her. Zara, you are back. What took you so long? She asked, but I know this is not time for such an explanation. Mum, that's a discussion for another time. You have to eat now. I brought food for you. Let's go so you would have your meal, I said to her, and she waves her head instead. I don't understand. What was that supposed to mean? I asked her. I don't really feel like eating this night, she replied. Please mum, don't say that. I bought some drugs for you. How are you going to take them if you don't eat? Please, I pleaded as she takes a deep breath. Then I think you should go bring it here. I don't have the strength to get up from this place, she said, and I quickly ran to the parlor and dish out some rice for her, with a very good-looking chicken. She was even surprised at how managed I got that meal. Zara, does that mean that your aunt just favored us this night? She asked in surprise. Mum, just start eating while I tell you what happened, I said as she began to eat. Mum, your sister is very wicked, and it is just upgrading to another level every blessed day. I'm sure that I even came home with my own drug which I bought for my ear, I said, and she halted from eating and stares at me. She hurt you? Mum asked. Yes, I was really hurt, but continue eating your food. Let me tell you the whole thing, I said, and she took just a spoon. This food I brought home was the one Tina gave me. Just imagine, after working from day to night she didn't give me a dime. I explained everything to my mum. Zara, she called on my name after hearing all that happened. Yes mum, I replied. Never repeat such for anything. Any day you worked for her and she ended up giving you a decayed meal, don't take it, just leave it for her and come back home. Almighty will not forsake us, hunger will not kill us, she said with a weakened voice. Mummy, if this was just about me I could have left it for her, but I can't come back home and watch you stay in hunger, when I know that we have no other plans to get food for the day. But Mum, why have they suddenly changed? Did you have any issues with them? Because I remember how you were taking care of Aunt Kate when you were still yourself. Please, what happened? I demanded to know, while my mum waves her head, as tears drop down from her eyes, and I seats closer to her and tears flowing out of my eyes too. My daughter, as far as I have a God which I worship, this will not be the end of us. I assure you that that's the only thing I have to tell you about them. After all I have done for the CC group of company, they sacked me. Because I failed to come to work just for a day, which is the day I landed on the sickbed. My mum keeps saying as tears keep rolling down from her eyes. As I can see, this is even causing more damage to her. She doesn't need all these things that will end up giving her high BP, so I have to stop her now. Mum, it is okay. Let's just sit and watch what the future has for us. Just end the story please. Eat your food so you can take your drug, I said as I cuddles her. I wouldn't even talk about Kate. She can do what she wants to my daughter for now, but she will surely reap what she sows as she has decided to forget all which I have done for her.